Hey guys, just before we get into the video, I would quickly like to say, you might have noticed that I haven't been uploading much on the main channel this week. That's because I've been absolutely pumping out the content on my second channel, Jared Plays. I did manage to get my hands on the new Rugby League live game early, so we've been churning out the content there. If you're interested in Rugby League Live or any other sports games, definitely go check out and subscribe to my second channel. Alright, enjoy the video. Many Premier League fans believe that Pep Guardiola's opening season with Manchester City was an utter disappointment. Third in the Premier League and the round of 16 in the Champions League. Not the worst record for most clubs, but for Manchester City chairman Khaldoon Al-Mubarak, it is not enough. He has come to us and asked us to trial the accepting every transfer offer concept with his club. So that is exactly what we'll do today. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome back to another episode in the accepting every transfer offer series. I really do enjoy making these videos, so hopefully you guys are as well. So here are the official rules for the accepting every transfer offers series. Number 1, plain and simple, we must accept every single offer that gets put to us. No ifs, ands, or buts. If a club wants a player, we'll give him to him. Rule number 2, we are permitted from making any signings in the opening transfer window for each season, which leads to rule number 3, we can only sign players in January. This way it makes it interesting because there is players available next season that can be sold on. And finally, rule number 4, it is the goal of the series, it is to win the league title in season 3. Let's get back into the video. But if you guys do go on to enjoy this video and you are enjoying the series so far, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Also, make sure you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. So this is our starting 11 for the first season, but obviously it's not going to end that way. Let's get right into the transfer window now and see what transfer offers come in. Oh, also I forgot to do it, but we're going to go out and recall every player from loan. Hopefully no transfer offers come in for the Australian wizard Aaron Moy. What a legend this bloke is. So the first transfer offer comes in for Nicholas Otamendi. It is Chelsea coming in and they want to get the Argentine defender for 18.5 million. And Otamendi is the first player to leave Man City. And a transfer offer comes in for another defender. Only a few days later, Leicester City want Mangala for 9.5 million. Remember back in FIFA 12, FIFA 13 when this guy was an absolute machine on career mode? Back when he was at Porto, I believe it was. Hey guys, just quickly, I'd like to say a big thank you to OneFootball for getting involved and sponsoring the channel once again. OneFootball have been a big supporter of what we do here, so it is a great pleasure to promote their state-of-the-art football app as always. The European football season is just around the corner, so if you're looking for an app that can give you live score updates, statistics, and the latest news in world football among other features, then you should definitely check out and download the OneFootball app today. Personally, I used the OneFootball app a lot during the Confederations Cup a few weeks ago. Australia were in it, but a lot of the games were broadcast at about 3 or 4 AM our local time, so a lot of the time I couldn't stay up and watch them, so I used the OneFootball app when I woke up the next morning to check the statistics, read up about what happened in the game, see who was Australia's standout players. It really is a great tool for all football fans. OneFootball's easy to navigate and aesthetically pleasing app is available on both iOS and Android. So make sure that you click on the link I have put in the description down below to go straight to downloading the OneFootball app. Once again, a big thank you to OneFootball for their continued support on the channel. They make it all happen. He's rumoured with a move away permanently in real life. I know he's just gone to West Ham on loan, but Middlesbrough want Joe Hart for 17.5 million. And Mangala has officially left to Leicester. So many transfer offers in this opening window. 2 in here, Alex Garcia to PSG for 800,000. And I think the other one was for Bruyne. Yeah, it is Wilfried Bony, or Wilfried Bony, however you pronounce it, off the Schalke, it looks like, for 15 million. And it is Joe Hart officially leaving the club. He is the next player to depart the Etihad. No, a big name transfer here. Kevin De Bruyne, Barcelona, only 58 million. That is a dead set steal for Barcelona. Oh, Kevin, I hope you don't accept the contract. The next offer comes in here for Enes Unal, the Turkish striker. Absolute machine on career mode. Would recommend signing him if you're a middle tier side. But it looks like he's off to the Bundesliga with Mainz. Bloody hell, Kevin De Bruyne, he's leaving the club along with Wilfried Bony and Alex Garcia. Willy Caballero looks like the next player. He's off to Bournemouth, a decent pickup for the side from the south of England. So Willy Caballero is officially off to Bournemouth and Enes Unal is off to Mainz. There has been so many transfer offers, so much transfer business early on in this episode. Oh dear, a transfer offer for Sergio Aguero. Borussia Dortmund picking up the Argentine on a dead set steal. Only 52.5 million for an 89 rated striker. That is absolutely ridiculous. So Aguero has said publicly in real life that he wouldn't leave Man City until they won a Champions League title. Well, he's broken that promise in this video as he's off to Dortmund. So here we are with 1 hour to go on the opening transfer window. It has been a pretty big one. We've gotten rid of so many big players. De Bruyne, Aguero, Hart, Mangala, Otamendi. It has been a lot more rapid than I expected. But let's get into January now, see where we're sitting, and see if we can upgrade our squad, make it title contention worthy. So here we are halfway through the season, and we're not doing too bad considering we've lost a lot of our big name players. We do have a lot of solid players still in there, but losing De Bruyne and Aguero I thought would hurt us a lot. But we're second place, 4 points ahead of Man United, and what's that? 9 behind Spurs. Spurs always seem to kill it in career mode. Also, look at Liverpool, 17th position. I swear in the FIFA 17 career mode, one of the Merseyside teams always seems to struggle. But anyways, we're in January here. Let's see what we can get done and what players we can bring in to strengthen this squad. So we're going to bring ourselves in a brand new right back here. No transfer offers as of yet, but an absolute bargain. We pick up Serge Aurier for his value of 22 million. So our first transfer offer in this January transfer window is for a centre-back, another centre-back, Jason Denayer, the Belgian centre-back, off to Bournemouth, joining Willy Caballero there for 5.5 million. And we're going to bring in a new goalkeeper. We haven't sold Bravo, but I thought let's upgrade our goalkeeper position and weaken a Premier League rival as well. So we're going to be bringing in Hugo Lloris from Tottenham for 46 million. So the Belgian centre-back, Jason Denayer, or Denayer, however you pronounce it, off the Bournemouth. And we're going to upgrade our left-back spot as well. Spent a lot of our time focusing on our defense. David Alaba from Bayern Munich, the Austrian left-back, coming in for 58 million. Oh, well, I just wanted to do something ridiculous that you wouldn't expect to happen. I've been taking a lot of these episodes really seriously and trying to be heaps strategic, but I just thought, screw it. Let's go out there and try to get Messi. And we have stretched every penny out of the club. £146 million in the transfer sum, but the astronomical figure is his wages. Messi kept declining up until we offered him £3.2 million a week. £3.2 million a week. Imagine that in real life. Manchester City, we're starting to turn into one of those Chinese Super League clubs, throwing the checkbook at Messi. I know there's going to be people leaving comments saying, oh, you're overpaid, this is unrealistic, what a stupid idea. I don't give a crap. This is going to be a lot of fun. Welcome to Man City, Lionel Messi. So as you can see right now, we're counting down to the final hour. There really hasn't been many transfer players leaving besides Denayer, but we have upgraded our squad ridiculously. Aurier, Lloris, Alaba, and Lionel Messi. I'll scroll across. This is our squad. pretty damn decent. I decided to leave Gabriel or however you pronounce it, Jesus, as our striker. He's gonna grow. We'll see what he's like at the end of the third season. Messi's gonna play centre forward / centre attacking midfielder, and I'm gonna keep Sterling on the right. But anyways, let's simulate now to the end of the season and see where we finish up. So we have finished this opening season exactly where we were halfway through it. 9 points behind Tottenham. They win the league title, but we finish in second, which is still good. The overall goal, of course, is to win it in the third season, so I don't mind being contenders for this season and for next season if it means we get to pounce in season 3 and complete the challenge. Also, shout out to Liverpool. They had a brilliant second half of the season. The 3 teams being relegated are West Ham, Sunderland, and Hull City. Looking at the other tournaments, we finished in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Bournemouth defeat Arsenal to win that. We do win the EFL Cup, however. We defeat Man United in a Manchester derby to lift it 1-0. In the Champions League, we were once again knocked out by Arsenal, but holy crap! Arsenal won the Champions League. Is this real life? Am I seeing things correctly? Also, shout outs to PSV Eindhoven, who made it to the semi-finals of the Champions League. This is one weird table, and not that it really concerns us, but Celta Vigo won the Europa League. What a weird season. So that is going to conclude the first season of the challenge. Pretty successful in my opinion. Also, I'd just like to quickly let you know, Zabaleta won't be there next season. He refused to get a new contract, so he's going to be leaving just like he did in real life. Let's get into season number 2. So we're going to start off season number 2 with a big time player transfer offer. Raheem Sterling, Borussia Dortmund, 34 million. It looks like he's going to be joining Aguero in the Bundesliga. So another big name transfer offer here, and a player that I don't want to go on, it's to another Premier League club. That hurts us for the challenge, but Ilkay Gundogan looks like he is off to Chelsea, joining Otamendi there for 54 million, and I'm guessing, yeah, Raheem Sterling, he is leaving the club, so it has not been a successful opening to season number 2. And there it is, Ilkay Gundogan off to Chelsea. We brought him in only 6 months ago, and it looks like he's already leaving. He's going to Red Bull Leipzig. Serge Aurier, £29.5 million. No, don't reject, accept. I think we're going to get a profit anyways though. And there it is. Our 6-month stint with Aurier has officially ended. So a bit of a change of pace here. It's not a big name player. It's Angus Gunn. Looks like he is off to Nottingham Forest. So 2 more transfer offers. Aaron Moy. No, not the king. Not Aaron Moy. £9 million. Crystal Palace. That's a pretty big move for Australian football, even though he just signed for Huddersfield permanently. And another transfer offer for Angus Gunn. Borussia Dortmund once again, 1 million. No, I keep doing that. Except 1 million. So Angus Gunn has decided to choose Nottingham Forest over Borussia Dortmund. He moves there for 850,000. And Aaron Moy, the Australian Pirlo, off to Crystal Palace for 9 million. Transfer offer for Bersant Kalina, the attacking midfielder, 20 years old, looks like he's off to Bordeaux for 4.5 million. And that move has officially gone through. So here we are with just over, now it's officially 1 hour to go in the window. It's been pretty damn busy, just like last year's opening one. So many big name player departures. This is our squad. I would say we probably need to bring in a new midfielder or 2 new midfielders in January and a right back. But anyways, speaking of January, let's get into it. Halfway through the season here, it has not been our best start to the season, although I say that, we're actually doing better this year than we were doing last year, points-wise. We are sitting in 10th position, but we're only 6 points off the top position in Stoke, which is kind of a bit mad. Last year we were in 2nd and we were 9 points behind Spurs. So I am pretty confident that this table is going to look nothing like this at the end of the season. Maybe the bottom might look similar, but the top, no way. Anyways, let's get into the January transfer window and see if we can bring in some top quality midfielders. So 2 massive midfield signings here. Christian Eriksen from Tottenham coming into the club for a massive fee of £80 million, and Toni Kroos pretty damn close in the transfer fee, also 89 rated. He comes in from Real Madrid for 70 million. And we're gonna bring in Serge Aurier's replacement. It is gonna be someone we always bring in this series, but he's the go-to man when you want a right back. Hector Bellerin, or Hector Bellerin, whatever you pronounce it, from Arsenal, 40.5 million. I told you we could do it this season. We have made one hell of a comeback. Well, it's not even really a comeback. I've gone through all that in January, but we win the league by 2 points over Chelsea. Now next season, it is all about seeing if we can go back to back. It doesn't mean shit that we won it this year. If we don't win it next year, then we've failed the challenge regardless. Taking a look at the bottom of the table, it is Newcastle, Aston Villa, and Norwich all being relegated. So I think they were the 3 teams that came up this season, so they all go back down. In the FA Cup, we lose on penalties to West Ham United. Would have been nice to do that, or to win that. But we do manage to go back to back in the EFL Cup. If we won this, we would have done the treble. We can still do it. Let's just see if we won the Champions League. I mean, we won the preseason tournament, so do you want to count that? And we didn't win the Champions League. Knocked out for the 2nd year straight in the quarterfinals. Real Madrid end up winning. And Bayer Leverkusen defeat Malaga to win the Europa League. So that's the end of the 2nd season. Let's get into season 3 and see if we can duplicate our results from this year and complete the challenge with Manchester City. So we kick off the 3rd and final season with a transfer offer for Thierry Ambrose. Hull City, £3 million, will accept it. And Ambrose is the first player to leave in this final season. So it's been a fairly quiet window so far compared to the first 2 seasons, but another offer comes in here halfway through August for Bruno Zuccolini, the Argentine midfielder. Looks like he's off the turf more. Burnley, Visa will be happy with him going to Burnley. And there it is, Zuccolini off to Burnley for 4.3 million. If we don't lose any big name players, that's going to put us in a great position to complete the rebuild. Well, not the rebuild, complete the challenge. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Transfer offer here for Fabian Delph, Athletic Bilbao, 9 million, let's accept it and send him to Spain. And there it is, Fabian Delph off to Athletic Bilbao officially. And on transfer deadline day, an offer comes in here from Birmingham City for Adarabio. I've completely stuffed up that name. But is the young defender going to be off to the championship? Let's find out. Yes, he does. He has left the club. So 1 hour to go in the transfer window. This 3rd season has been a lot less frantic than the first 2, which maybe that's a good thing. It's definitely going to help us out in the long term with the challenge. But let's simulate to January and see if we can set ourselves up for a tasty finish to this challenge. Oh, what the hell? So I simulated through to the final hour, and there wasn't even a transfer offer coming in. The board must have just sold Vincent Kompany to Real Madrid for 17.5 million, so that changes things a little bit. We need to go out and get ourselves a centre back in January now. So we are more than in with a chance for completing this challenge at the end of the season, just about halfway through, and we're 8 points behind Stoke City, so we've got more of a gap to make up than last year. I think it's almost the same as the first season, so it should be quite interesting. Stoke and Chelsea having fantastic seasons. Let's get into January, pick up some more defenders now, and just upgrade our squad to see if we complete it. The drop zone right now is pretty close. West Ham, Hull, and Sunderland in there, but Burnley, West Brom, and Watford are pretty close themselves. So we're going to make our first signing of the January window here. Rafael Varane is coming into our squad from Real Madrid for a respectable fee, I would say. 56 million. Welcome to the Etihad. And our second signing is another big La Liga name, now 89 rated. We're going to bring in Andre Gomes for 95 million from Barcelona, rejoining up with Leo Messi. Oh, I got a little bit worried there, but we can adjust the wages. So we get our first transfer offer for this January transfer window. and it's with 2 hours to go, so West Ham have really left it late here. They want to come in for Alexander Zinchenko, I think he's Ukrainian? The Ukrainian 22-year-old midfielder, 15.5 million. And as you can see up in the top left corner, he has officially left the club, and that'll probably be the end of our transfer business. I'm just scrolling across to see what we've done in this window. So Bruyne and Gomes in, and Cruz, that's just on a pre-contract for next season. It doesn't matter because we won't be managing them next season. And Zinchenko, so not a very busy window, but it's been a pretty good one. This is our starting 11 right now, and it is pretty freaking impressive. I'm excited to see and curious to see where we finish at the end of the season. So let's simulate that now. Fellas, it has not been a second half to remember. We have failed the challenge by 10 points, so we've actually had a worse second half of the season. We finished 10 points behind Chelsea and then 7 points behind Manchester United. So although we won the title in the second season, it's all about winning it in the third, and we have plain and simple, we have failed. Not that it matters at all, but Sunderland, West Brom and Hull City are getting relegated. We did manage to win the Community Shield, however, 3-2 over West Ham. We also win the FA Cup again. We defeat Wolves in the final. That is a very random final. And we win the EFL Cup as well, so we've absolutely dominated in most things besides the Premier League itself. 4-0 in both those finals. And we won the Champions League as well, so we've won virtually every single title except the goddamn one we wanted to win, the Premier League. Just my bloody luck. But anyways, fellas, that is going to conclude today's accepting every transfer offer video. This has been one of my favorite ones to record in this entire series. We have built one hell of a team. I would love if we were doing a Manchester City career mode, proper career mode, to be using this team. What a side. But if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like on it. Scorpion, kick that subscribe button down below as well if you are new around here. Also check out my second channel. I know I gave it a bit of a plug at the start of the video, but definitely go and hit that subscribe button over there. But most importantly, fellas, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.